Hi. Well, it's Jonesy one more time, and it's 10:01 p.m. I had a pretty good day. I rested a lot, but I had some information I wanted to share with you all because I felt it was so important based on the activities I'm going to have tomorrow. Okay, so this video is only for adults, probably 25 and over, men and women. And this has to do with medical or what we consider to be sexual education, because I have a couple different things I wanted to share, which I think y'all can utilize after my research. As you can see on my other phone, I have all the notes I took, and basically the first thing I wanted to speak about is that everyone should have an annual exam once a year where they check everything that's going on in your body. They go through all your organs. Then when they check your blood, you know, um, these things are very important to see if you're at balance where you need to be. As we know, your body is 75% water, and this is why they tell you drink, I don't know, 8 cups of water a day and these type of things. Most of the times we don't follow those instructions, but I was excited to share this information because I am going to go tomorrow for a consultation for the colonoscopy I have coming up. Now, I am just going to go back and forth, so bear with me. And one of the things saying this, they say colonoscopy screenings basically starts from the time you're about 45 years old. Okay, and it's screening for any cancerous polyps and these type of things. Okay, I was afraid to go because they have to put you to sleep, and I didn't know if I was going to wake up, so I didn't go until I was probably 60. And it's because of just, I don't know, what you hear out there, which that this is why I want to give you the heads up. I should have gone because it was nothing to it, man. They once they put you on there, they tell you count backwards. And next thing you know, 45 minutes later or hour later, you were waking up, and I asked the doctor, when are you going to start? It's a blank. And in that solution they gave you blanks you out, and you don't know anything, and then you recover. So one of the things I wanted to share also is that these things the average person probably not going to know because they don't research. Your body has 78 organs, okay? And the main five organs that you have is your brain, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, and your liver. And they pretty much run everything, okay? You have your skin is the largest organ that you have, okay? Many people they're not aware of that. Okay, so now you have small and large intestines. Well, flip it around. Your small intestines is actually the longest one. It's 22 feet. And the large one is 5 feet. But that's an explanation by itself. But usually after you eat, go down the esophagus, it goes through, your system here, and it go, so it's divided up. Most of the time it goes through your liver, and your liver is like a factory. It breaks everything up and it sends it the way it needs to be sent. Okay. Now, one of the things I wasn't aware of is testosterone and estrogen. Men have testosterone, women have estrogen. Estrogen, if we have it both in our bodies, but you have to have less depending on if you're female or male. So for females, yeah, your numbers needs to be high because you're going to have physical attributes. If a man takes on more estrogen, then he starts having the physical attributes of a woman. Understand? So we have to pay attention to what our numbers are, and it starts at what 246, then it goes up to about 1,000 deciliters. Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, that was 264. Okay, nanograms. So anyway, I think these things are very important to share because I had no clue about it. When you go to the doctor and you say, "Well, check my blood work," they're not going to check everything, especially testosterone. I can't tell you why. I can only think it's that reason. But I told them, no, I want to check. I want to see where I am because if your testosterone level has decreased, which when they checked mine, I was at, I'm not sure, two something. I am on the lower end. The high end is up to 1,000. What happens every year as men live, it decreases. So when you become my age as a senior, if you have not paid attention or know what's going on, you will find that you get on the couple hundred, that number, those letters, ED, is very, very positive, okay, because you need that testosterone numbers up. Well, I wanted to bring mines up, so I researched and I found that vitamin D3 and zinc will enhance the numbers. And smoothies with all the berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberry, you know, that kind of stuff, raises the numbers. So I went from the two something to 400 and something. I'm trying to push it up as high as I can get it, and it has a lot to do with your libido. Okay. So I think these things were very important to share with you all because it is not something that many men speak about or even are educated on, And since I am very into staying as healthy as possible, I think my responsibilities are to share what I've learned and to bring everyone up to standards as myself. Okay, as we know, I'm 69 and I'm going to be 70 as of December 22nd. I feel good. I feel okay. I'm very, very happy. I can be much better, and that's what I'm pushing for, to be able to share with you all my journey. And I feel great to be able to share some of this information because when I was in South Africa and I spoke to some of these men over there, they didn't have a clue. Testosterone, what's that? But then, since you don't know about this, you start wondering, well, this ED situation, what's going on? What's happening? Why is this happening? And when you don't know how your body functions, what happens over the years, because every year as you get older, it decreases. But there is ways to enhance it. And that's what I am doing. I'm not perfect. I work on it. So this is why I do my research. And I felt before I go to bed, I wanted to share this with you all because, you know, as I stated, tomorrow I'll be going for consultation to have the colonoscopy, done. Excuse me. So this is something I'm going to go back. Excuse me. This is something I think is important. Now, I have a friend that I speak with as I do my walk in the morning. He's 53. Haven't had any annual, physical. And I'm assuming he's working. He had insurance. I found out he doesn't have insurance, so he can't go. He don't have the money. And on the average for a complete physical annual exam is, I think they said maybe about 300, probably to 500, depending on all the different things they're going to do. But what I found out, there are community centers that offer this for free. So what I want to do is enlighten. If you don't have insurance, don't neglect yourself by thinking I'm just going to just keep going. No, you don't have to keep going. Go call this phone. Instead of using it to chit chat, look up free annual medical exams. There are places that are offering it. If you don't research, there's nothing to get. I found out. Fortunately, I have insurance. Okay, so, but for the ones who don't have it, I want to enlighten you. Please have it checked. Check out those free facilities and go get, a total exam. And the other thing here in the United States, we have Medicaid, which is done by, I believe, the state, and Medicare is for senior citizens. But Medicaid, if your monthly income is a certain amount, you can qualify, and they will pay for everything. Because I at one point was on it, and I went into the hospital and I stayed almost, I don't know, a week or more. They did every kind of check because I had numbness and stuff like that for the check for my heart and everything. Did not have to pay a cent. So, what one has to do, check in the state where you are, and if it is that your income, see what is the table as far as with how much you can make or not make to be eligible, because they will pay for everything. It's there for you. And I want to enhance yours mind and your knowledge that don't lay around here doing nothing and feeling sorry for yourself because I don't have this. I don't care what the government does. They're going to take care of themselves. We have to take care of each other. And how I'm doing that by being home is researching to share the information with you. So, one of the other things, because I said this is a part of the sexual education knowledge too, is that there's a combination of medical as far as prostate cancer. Well, you look it up, because I have. On average, they said um, a man should ejaculate at least 20 times or 21 times a month. Well, man, and that doesn't matter how it happens, but you need to, because you have sperm being produced all the time. It has to come out of you. You have to get rid of it. You understand? However you do that, it's your business. But at the same time, it needs to relieve. You need to be gone. You understand? People that I have as friends who have had the prostate cancer and issues like that is because they weren't aware of the information. You understand? In a relationship, you find the first, they call it, I don't know, year and a half, it's the honeymoon. You're like the animals out there. And then after you get all into the 2 years and the 3 years, that animal instinct between the two individuals, that's it. It's pretty much done, because you're living life, and You're not even like, paying attention to a lot of these things. But I have to share this with you because I am not ashamed to say that I've had to take care of my situation. I, at this point, have no inclination or anything as far as, having any cancerous issue in my body, and based on my activities over the years, I have not developed anything, and I go quite often to check my situation. So I suggest that you all check because I have a friend right now. He was on chemo, and it's not pretty, man. At one point, when I saw him out there, he looked dark skinned. But then when he got off of it, his skin lightened up. It's almost like a Michael Jackson situation. I don't think you want to be on chemo or any of these things. So if you can do proactive work and research, please do. And this is why I'm so excited to share this with you because a lot of individuals are not aware of what goes on inside the body. They take it for granted and they just keep living life until all of a sudden start to pain you, go in the emergency room, bingo. Well, something's wrong and it's terminal. Don't want to go there. So I'm trying to prevent you from having to go there. I have good news. Well, since I've started that GLP, taking the injection, 2 months, I went from the 284. Now I'm at 275. So I'm reducing little bit by little bit. My goal is to get to what about 230, 230, 235. And I'm very much looking forward to it. So I'm sticking with the exercises and the food and stuff like that. But please, okay, as I receive this information, take it seriously because this is important. This is our lives. I don't care how rich you are. You want to be like Elon Musk and stuff? Well, if you don't have health, good health, you ain't gonna make it to Elon Musk money or whatever it is. And even if you have that kind of money, doesn't mean you're happy. Not necessarily. I know where I'm at today. I'm happy, just knowing that I don't have any cancerous situation going on in me. Man, that's like a miracle. You only get one chance to live this. You got to do the best you can. And I believe God has, you know, placed the feeling, the passion to get information and share it with you all. I am learning more and more about the YouTube channel and different things. And the only thing I can say is, just like others after I've looked at the videos, can you please subscribe to help me out? Because I'm going to bring information as I live and give me the thumbs up. And if you have any comments, please put the comments in there for me so I can know exactly what are your feelings based on what I'm doing because this is not about me. It's about you all. I'm feeling pretty good and I want you all to feel just as good. So I'm not going to stay forever on this video, just going on and on. But I felt what I needed to share tonight was important. And pretty much at this point, I've done what I intended to do. So please, you can give me the thumbs up or you can give me the thumbs down. And please subscribe. So I noticed today I was at 34 or 35. I'm up to 39 subscribers now, and some people are viewing. I was even surprised. People in Pakistan was picking up my videos. It was only 1%. But then there was Brazil. There, I think it's, I don't know, 30% or something like that. And there were more females really, looking at my videos. And I want to just say that, look, one never knows how long you're going to be here. And what I'm doing now, I'm spending time to try to help other people because I've lived, and lived and raised children, and serving the Lord right now is probably one of the best things to do because I feel very good about doing this. So this will be it. It is time for me to go to bed, and then I'm going to have to prepare for tomorrow consultation for my colonoscopy. I will give you the information as I collect about my situation, because it's going to be important that you see what's going on and know what I'm all about, and you know the good and bad, because my videos are not going to be just good. No one's life that I know of except for Jesus Christ life was perfect. So I have to share when it's bad and when it's good, and if it's bad, what I do to overcome that bad. So anyway, look, I'm feeling good, and I'm going to let you all go and do what you do, and see you in the next video. Jonesy out.